Hi. My favorite Father Christmas letters are, were the years 1930 and 31. And what I particularly love about these letters is the stories about Polar Bear and how Polar Bear had whooping cough. And even though he tried to help Father Christmas do everything, he somehow managed to decide to put ice in all the naughty children's stockings, which Father Christmas agreed was a good idea, except that he then proceeded to put the ice and all of the gifts in the same room so that the ice melted in the warmth and it got all over the good children's presents as well. And he has a great excuse because Polar Bear had whooping cough. And Father Christmas had to do almost everything himself until Polar Bear came to help, and then there was the sodden mess of the Christmas gifts. And then the following year, Polar Bear is much more alert. He doesn't have any whooping cough in 1931, and instead he has three mischievous nephews who decide that they're going to come and they're going to create chaos at the North Pole, where Father Christmas has his brand new reindeer from Lapland, and they lose one of the little bears, gets caught in mud and then he's hidden and they can't find him for a while. So all in all, it was very exciting for Father Christmas, trying to get prepared for Christmas and being up in the North Pole and having these four polar bears who are helpful, but yet somehow a tad clumsy and mischievous. The other part of that letter is that Polar Bear himself writes the first letter, which happens in October on Halloween, and the Tolkien children received their first letter saying everything was going along, and Polar Bear puts a note in all by himself, and it makes it twice as sweet, and it also brings just the building of the anticipation towards Christmas with these letters is just a wonderful gift. And it reminds me of when I was a child. Our favorite tradition at Christmas was making up stories and telling stories. Every Christmas morning, I would hop into my uncle's room and I would snuggle with him, and he would tell me the tales of Princess Paula and uh, um, all of her adventures that took place in a fairy tale land. And then I even incorporated that story in my book, Shadows in Light, because that tradition has always stuck with me. And every Christmas, I write a story and I use it. So I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year in 2023, and keep reading the Father Christmas letters because they're absolutely inspiring.